You keep on saying that, oh, it's tribalism and religion that is our problem. We still have the same tribalism and religion when we leave Nigeria, but the society is working, always making up silly, it's like children in old people's bodies. Sometimes when I hear the conversations, but let me not go too deep into it. Some people feel like, oh, they are calling Trump to destroy Nigeria because they don't know that America just destroys nations. People are in multi-dimensional poverty. Multi-dimensional poverty is different from ordinary poverty. You don't even have basic amenities. You are basically useless. You are no better than a worm. So this kind of people, they are the majority of the people in the country. Some, I hear some self-centered statements that, oh, I'm doing fine in Nigeria and my friend is doing fine. That is a low IQ argument. When you are making statistics, you look at the majority. The majority of the population in Nigeria is suffering from multi-dimensional poverty. You are the top tier echelon of poverty. They had to create a new type of poverty for your own kind of poverty. And then some people are saying, oh, the banditry is too much. Of course, if they have multidimensional poverty in USA, they will be stealing your organs on the road. They will. So we're always talking about the cause of the problem because nobody wants to truly focus on the problem, which is class. There's a class problem in Nigeria. Even when you guys live in Nigeria, you still have this class issue. This thing that you are making fun of so is a class issue. The people that you respect hate you. They don't even see you as human being. That's always what is always, I never knew that I was so secluded to the elite life till I came and I started seeing how the normal citizens behave. No Nigerian elite should ever commit class suicide for the average Nigerians. You guys don't deserve it. You don't deserve it because you don't respect human beings. The only people you respect is yourself and maybe your friends. You guys don't respect human beings. I have nothing to respect about you guys. Every time I just lose my respect. They are talking about Christian being genocided, this and down, and then the elders will be talking about, it's not only Christian, it's Muslim. You on human life, you start playing semantics. As you are wasting time, people are being unalived. As you are wasting time, the problem is getting worse. You will see government is stealing money. People will want to be arguing semantics. They will argue that semantics for years, giving the guy a free road through to be doing what he's doing while you are arguing like fools. That's what I see the elders doing all the time. You know what is right, but because of the classist mind, and I believe that most of the older people in Nigeria still suffer from some kind of trauma because you're always so proud to talk about your struggle Olympics of how you suffered and how the new generation does not want to suffer. So we should be inheriting suffering. You believe that we should suffer before we make it. But you go to countries where you don't really suffer that much to make it. What is good for you? You don't want others to enjoy it. What you want your children to enjoy, you don't want other people's children to enjoy it. There's some kind of trauma that the previous generation is suffering from. Left to me, anybody that supports the government, I will just wipe them out, treat them like Gaddafi. But you Nigerians are too soft. You are soft on your oppressors, but the people below you, you raise your chest, always looking for who to beat down. I rarely see any Nigerian that wants to punch up, always looking for somebody that is smaller than them to oppress, and you will now raise your chest as if you've achieved something, and then you will now say that we should respect you. Nigerians are too soft. If I have 5 people like me, that country would have ended by now. I don't need too many people, just 5 people that are ready to lose their life and ready to take people's life mercilessly. But you guys are too soft. You are too soft, unfortunately. Even when somebody is trying to do something, you would rather fight for the oppressor to stop the person because you say, oh, what the person is doing is not right. But as if the person oppressing you, what he's doing is right. None of your elites will take 1% of what they give you. But you guys take it all the time. You take it all the time. And when you take it, you are forcing other people to take it too. Unfortunately. And you're always looking for somebody smaller. And that's what used to pain me. You look for somebody smaller to oppress. Always looking for somebody smaller to oppress. Every time. And you'll be using it to raise your chest. Anyways, so if the government wants to fix the issue, right, they will fix it before the end of this November. They will fix it. If it involves their children, they will fix it. All these things that USA is saying, they will fix it. But they know that when USA comes, they bomb everything. USA will still negotiate with them, or who to take the power, and they will still end up ruling you, chickens. They will still end up ruling you again, and they will even treat you worse than before because now they have US backing. Just weak, weak. Always.
Dr. Damages, please, I want Soli to tell us who are the fools on this panel.
I consider you a fool. Yeah.
On this panel, yeah. Who are the fools?
I will explain the foolish statement that you made. When you were talking about Soli.
I made a foolish statement.
Yes, you did.
You must be very stupid if you don't know how to respect your elder. You are very, very stupid. Are you crazy? You must be very stupid to use that word on your elders. Am I your mate? You are a very stupid boy. Can you learn how to talk?
If you cannot handle it, don't ask me.
Can you learn how to talk?
Mute your mic.
See, don't be fooled with the comment section hype. So
excuse me.
Okay, hold on, guys.
I expected you to ask him to withdraw that word. Nobody is a fool on this panel.
Okay, hold on.
Be stupid. Can you call your
hold on, everybody. I know we are ranting.
Can you call your father a fool?
No, hold on.
If my father behaves like you, yes, I would.
No, please, everybody, calm down. All right. So, when you rant, you expect things like this. I thought it would be a period when we don't control what people say and let it come out. That's the idea of a rant. Let it come out, and then we can assess. Take out. It's like picking up the soil with everything there and throw it out there. That's ranting. Without filters and other things. But I know that it will also go wrong, and I do see that all the time. So I want. That's why I don't want interruption. I try to let people finish up, and then we can then look at what is said, so that we get if there are grains, if there are pearls that we can get from that, we get it. So can I hold on? Soli, finish up your rant.
Yeah, let me just summarize. This man has a family. It's not as if he doesn't have a family. He has a family. He left the comfort of the Western world. He goes to Nigeria, a third world country with majority of people in multi-dimensional poverty that they cannot even think well. That religion is literally their drug, because most of them don't have access to drugs because they cannot face reality. You come up here, you've done nothing to help anybody apart from yourself and your family, and you begin to mock him and you begin to laugh at him. One person out of 200 million cowards, and Nigerians reply him by portraying him with jokes and comedy online, and they act like somebody should respect them. You don't deserve respect. I wish I could spit on you. I wish. And if you miss me in real life, there's nothing you could do about it. Yes, look at me. If you want my full name, I know more people than you. There's nothing. If you want respect, do something to deserve that respect. You are mocking people risking their life. His family member aspire because of Nigeria. His family lives, they are at risk now because he exposes politicians. This man is basically in Naira, a billionaire. He committed class suicide for people like you that are mocking him. That's why I said, any elite in Nigeria, don't commit class suicide for these people. They don't deserve it. They love their oppressors. Some of them have shrine for their oppressor. Some of them are just waiting for them to collect their brown envelope. They don't really care about others. They don't care about their community. They don't care about their tribe. That tribe that they love mentioning, they don't care about their tribe. They are only proud to be from that tribe. They don't care about the people from their tribe. They don't care about the well-being of the people from their tribe. They don't care about the development of the human development of the people from their tribe. They just want to be better than the people from their tribe. They are not ashamed when they see people from their tribe begging. They are not ashamed when they see people from their tribe suffering. When they say they are fighting for their tribe, it is a lie. They don't love their tribe because they don't think as a community. If you see the Yoruba people fighting for Yoruba, what have they benefited individually from this Tinubu president? Nothing. They go out, they go to America and they are insulting Black Americans. The Black Americans stayed in their country and they fought. You fled. You fled your country like a coward. And you are insulting Black Americans. Do you know what they've gone through to get to that stage? They did the civil rights movement that allowed your blackouts to come to their country, and you mock them too. You mock them too. Even though they are where they are, they face their oppressors and they tried their best. What have you done? Nothing.
I think, Rudolph, you may have to stop.
So, Rudolph.
No, wait.
Why are they talking about now? Let the man go.
Let him speak, sir. Let him speak.
Everybody has their own time. Let the guy speak, for God's sake.
Your panelists are foolish people. Is that what you're saying? That a fellow panelist will call your...
Wait. Hold on, everybody.
He said, have your say. He's having his say, for God's sake.
It is called have your say, not insult your fellow panelists. Don't tell me that, Ovie. It is called...
Everybody.
Not insult your fellow panelists here.
If you feel like that means he's saying the truth.
No,
if you feel like that
means... What you do here.
Guys, hold on.
That is not what you do here.
Listen to why I'm stopping him. Listen to why I'm stopping him.
All right. Thank you.
The righteous man is not his mate.
Hold on, guys.
You know that.
If you want to know my reason why,
righteous man is not his mate for him to have come here to insult an elderly man like that.
Can I hold on?
It's about time.
Rudolph, listen.
Hold on.
If you listen to what the reason why I said I should stop him, because if you were dealing with just Nigerians, I will not stop him. But saying that we are insulting Black people who are here, Black Americans, nobody has ever come to this platform to insult any Black American.
It's not talking about you. If you feel attacked, that means it's not talking about you.
No.
It's making a general statement.
No.
Make una allow the man will get the show runner now.
Nobody has ever come here to insult a Black American. Don't put that on this platform. I know what I'm talking about.
All right, KJ, thank you. The point I'm making from my own perspective is that the most important thing to me is to allow the person to finish talking. Then you can respond. Okay, whatever the person is saying, that's the concept. I know I've done this many times. In a different platform, I understand what can go wrong, and it has gone wrong. I understand what can happen. And I intentionally said, we allow people to rant and say what you want to say. This is the extreme point of have your say. That when we say you're ranting, we're saying you can use words that you normally shouldn't use. That's why we do that. And it's a special time. And in doing that, we hear things that we may not feel comfortable about. You may be wrong, you may be right, but we hear it without interruption. And it's important every now and then that we do listen to people, even when they're angry. And there are certain things that wouldn't otherwise come out in polite conversations, which is what we normally have. We try to be polite. When we say rant, it means that we throw many things out of the window so that we can get to some things that we wouldn't otherwise get to. And I do feel sometimes when people go to that place, it makes us uncomfortable. It doesn't mean everything is right. It doesn't mean everything is wrong, but it makes us uncomfortable. And sometimes we need to go there because we sidestep on certain things and certain conversations that we don't have it. It happens in families between parents and children. You know, when you throw away, one of the things you throw away immediately in that situation is this idea of respect. I have issue with that. I don't want anybody to respect me. I don't care. I don't need that. We should talk, especially when we are ranting. There are things we don't talk about because we have to respect. We have to manage what we say. We have to care about certain things. So I'm open for that. But the most important thing for me is that you may have opportunity to weigh in and react.
No, the problem is
hold on.
The righteous man is not here.
Can I hold
So
on?
for him to have come here and be heaping insult on righteous man
is here.
is not acceptable.
Righteous man is here. I didn't even
Okay.
feel that he was attacking anybody. But I don't. That's not important. The important thing is that the first thing for this to work is that anybody ranting should be allowed to rant. Just like anybody moderating should be allowed to moderate. They are not crazy. I may be different from KJ or anybody else or forefathers, but there are sometimes a moment that you say this is an important moment. It doesn't mean that everything that about that moment is right or wrong, but let that go. Let's hear it. We can weigh in later. It could be tomorrow. And Soli, I asked you last time to give me your number. Please, can you give me your number? Just type it on the private chat. One of the things is this, and it's important to me. I know that there is age differences, and we need to hear from the younger generation. It's very important to me that it's not just us, those who can make reference to military era. There are people who didn't know about military. We need to hear from them. We need to hear from women. It's important to me. It's nothing personal, but I don't feel comfortable just around people of the same ideology, the same age, the same language. It doesn't add anything to me. It doesn't add anything to my life. I want to hear from other people. I want to learn. I want to know what I don't know. I want to know what I have not thought about. I won't get it from people around me who think like me. I'm not excited about that. I don't care. There are thousands of people who think like me. I want to hear from people who are thinking differently. That's a personal bias. Maybe you guys have seen it from me. If there's a woman now talking about something different from what I know, I might want to hear more. Give them more time. Not because you don't matter. You matter. But I want to. I think that's a natural tendency from me. So maybe that's my own rant today. All right. So let's
a classic one at that. Classic rant at that. I will.
So, but it's important that we do one by one. One person talks.
Yeah, I've not ranted though, so I'm still waiting for my turn.
It's okay.
All right. I will come before you.
Soli,
I don't
thank
want
you so much. If you give me your number, I will.
I just want to explain something.
Okay. Just 2 minutes so that we can round up this. There's a show that is waiting for us, so please.
The person's brain cell that I'm using as the show next.
You cannot be making backhanded comments about somebody that is doing something that you cannot do. That is disrespectful, and that is a form of insult. Now, if you are willing to insult others, then you should be willing to be insulted also. What is good for the goose is also good for the gander. If I was a politician that has stolen your entire generation's future and stolen your entire state's money, you would never challenge me like this. You will never. Not in your work, even in your dreams, you will never challenge me like this. That says a lot about you. Thank you.
All right, thank you guys. Okay, let's go on. I will go to two Niger ones, one brain cell, and I'm sorry.